So, got our two lights. They're wired in series. The hot comes in here, and then this connects to the hot on here, and then the neutral comes back to this wire nut, and they connect up. The colors are all messed up, but that's how that's laid out. Here's this thing, DC out, which I'm just going to plug into that socket. I got red on the right, AC power. That's actually wired so that that's not going to explode. Then we got the voltmeter. The hot goes to the right side. This little plug, and the black's on the other. That's up top. I got my amp meter. Those wires come in, and the negative from the battery, which is not here yet, goes in, connects with the red, goes back here, runs out here, and then to the bottom negative on here. And this is the hot that's going to come straight from the battery. And so it looks like all I got to do is plug this in here to charge it, plug these guys in to discharge it, connect this, not that wire, cut this off, and then wire it into the battery. Okay, so you got your back seat off. Obviously enough to get the battery out. You got these 4 big bolts on each of the corners. The other 2 are down in there, the bottom 2. You got to unplug this from here. Those are your 2 mains, I imagine. Make damn sure that you've already hit the off button switch. And you got these 3 cables also that appear to connect to the battery. Bing bang boom. Looks like you also have some kind of ground down in there. Whoop. I'm disconnected. Still working on this bottom connector here. I'll edit out all that. But if you make this thing so that he lets go, just take a little pair of needle nose and squeeze him gently so you can get him to let go. You can get a lot more, and you have it off of that tab also. You have a lot more access. Twisting it around, you can see it's just one of those things. What I was trying to do is shove my screwdriver in here. Not successful, as you can see. So I'm going to try next is just gripping the thing from both sides if I can get my hand in there. And I'll pick it up from there. Actually, that was surprisingly easy. But you see, you need to pull it off of this tab, otherwise this is on the far side of this tab. It sits just like, and you can't see. But trust me, this little thing is on the far side of that tab in there. Oh, wait, maybe now you can see it. Just like so. So you're not getting that off without pulling that off of there. And hopefully the rest is just unbolt, unbolt, unbolt. We'll see. Another highly recommended thing to do is squeeze this and get that loose so that you got a little more room to pull these away when you get that open or disconnected. A little caveat for you. Looks like there were some tabs that were supposed to hold this guy in place. Evidently somebody before me had this thing open and beat them up a little bit. Also this down here, which I don't know what purpose these are supposed to serve. Probably hold on to this guy while you had it out, now that I'm thinking about it. Pausing again. Alright, so we got him down here. To anybody else watching, make sure that you got your fan blowing in this way, not this way. There's no vent at all on either of these sides. Even though the vent on this side's kind of crummy. Alright, so got my plug strip. These guys on. This plus is wired to this, negative wired to that. Same thing here. And this wire going to the back. So, in a nutshell, just plug this in. Check these guys. This guy should be 0 because he's the amps, and the circuit to the battery will not be complete because that switch is off. But I should get the output, voltage output of this guy, and then as soon as I switch that, flip that switch, this will switch to the voltage of the battery, and this will switch to the current flow, right? Alright, so I got this guy plugged in. Whoop. Power coming out through these wires here. Got my leads hooked up, and yep, 286, well 287. If this thing would focus, that would be great, but it's not going to be great. 286 is the max output there. Amazon voltmeters showing 289. Still a pretty good tolerance.